Edge at 11 starts now.
Well, tonight on The Edge, we're inching closer to a less bitter temperatures, but it comes at a price.
Yeah, we have some snow on the way tomorrow, and it could impact your morning commute. Captain Rich Luderman has a look at the timing of this snow. Hey there, Rich.
Hey there, Roop and Tara. Yeah, we are going to see some snow for Thursday morning and for Friday morning. Not big systems, not a lot of snow, but when it comes in the morning, it usually slows things down. Here's that weak system crossing Iowa, northern Illinois into northern Indiana. So for the time being, we're dry. There could be a few flurries from leftover lake effect up around Flint back to Grand Rapids. How about some live pictures from Gaylord? They have a bit of light snow, and you can see there's a little sheen on the roadways. 13 degrees up there. For us, we're in the same territory between 10 and 15. Today's high 16 with all that sunshine. The morning low of 2. Here are your averages, 32 and 19. Not even close. Records 63 and minus 15. Whew. Thank goodness we're not dealing with those kind of numbers. But a lot of us in that 15-degree range, 18 at City Airport, 18 in Port Huron, 16 to our west end Lansing. And there's that breeze. It's been around all day today from the south and west, producing wind chills at times down near 0. So numbers not quite as harsh as what we've seen the last few days. But the coldest of the air has retreated a bit back up to the north. There's 6 in Green Bay, 8 in Newberry, 3 degrees out there in Ironwood. Once again, most of the lower 48 dealing with some chilly temperatures for Dallas, for Washington, even Orlando, 47 degrees in central Florida. That's pretty cool. So watch system number 1 for tomorrow morning, and then you'll see system number 2 for Friday morning. The cold remains for the weekend, but it's next week when we're going to get a nice warm-up. You'll see it in the 7 days. So how much snow? 1 to 2 inches tomorrow morning, plus another inch Friday morning. So by the time we get to a Friday at 11 a.m., we'll have 2 to 3 inches on the ground of fresh snow. For the rest of tonight, snow arrives well after midnight, down to 14, back to 25 tomorrow. Most of tomorrow's snow is for the first half of the day. Then right there is the 7-day, another round of light snow Friday morning. Chilly and cold and dry for the weekend, and there's that warm-up into next week. Always get that latest forecast. Check it out, the Fox 2 Weather app. You can download it for free right now or anytime in the App Store, Google Play.
It's cold. The water is cold. Everything in there.
No heat at all. It's a dump. Should be condemned.
Tough times at the Oasis in Highland Park, the old YMCA building from the 1920s, currently operating without heat. Close to 50 men on parole live in that building. The manager telling us power outages knocked out pumps that need to be reset, which is difficult to do in the freezing weather. The building has been without heat for 4 days. We're told they're doing the best they can to get it back on.
When I got in my vehicle this morning, I was at 39%. When I got here and was able to charge, I was already down to like 16.
Yeah, it's a rough time of the year for electric car drivers. Many EV drivers have noticed a shorter range due to the cold and a tougher time charging back up. We saw several Tesla owners waiting to charge today at 8 Mile and Woodward. Drivers we talked to said people were cutting in line, causing even a few fights. Automakers recommend parking EVs in a garage and turning off the heat in the car when you charge it.
Well, a smackdown at Somerset. Tonight, a Detroit woman is facing charges for an unprovoked attack in the food court of one of Metro Detroit's most luxurious malls.
And the victim in the case, a 10-year-old girl. Fox 2's Jessica Dubnak has the shocking details.
I think collectively the reaction is, wait, what? Well, allegedly, a 10-year-old girl was attacked out of nowhere by a woman as she waited at the Mrs. Fields cookie location inside of Somerset Mall.
It's ridiculous, uncalled for, immoral.
You can tell by her tone she's a mom.
You can't turn off that mama bear, can you?
Never.
Denise was enjoying a Mrs. Fields cookie Wednesday when we told her what happened out here this week. A group of 10-year-olds making their cookie selection when
all of a sudden one of the 10-year-olds got pushed face first into the kind of the display where the in front of the food is.
The suspect, a woman, actually allegedly grabbed the child's head and smashed it into the glass. Didn't break, but she hit very hard.
Was shaken up and kind of hurt and bruised, and kind of turned around right away and was like, what the heck was that? And started crying.
Then this part makes your blood boil.
That person kind of started laughing and like it was a big joke, and then kind of made their way through the mall.
24 hours later, police would learn the alleged attacker, 25-year-old Rihanna Valentine. The Guardian, with a group of little girls, told security who reviewed surveillance footage. A day after it happened, no shame, Valentine came back to Somerset to make a return when she was spotted by that same security and Troy police, then arrested.
I think the person just walked by and saw the kids standing there and thought it would be funny to kind of show off to the group they were with.
For that, a misdemeanor charge for simple assault released on personal bond. But the kicker, the judge put Valentine on a tether, a rarity for this charge and no glaring priors.
I've been here 27 years and we've never had incidents like that.
Longtime food court employee John says the mall is safe. People, though, there's something else.
I would thought since COVID, people would change and things would be, back to normal, but it seems that it has gotten worse.
We did reach out to Valentine multiple times to get her side of the story. Maybe she has a different take. We did not hear back in time for this story. Reporting in Troy, Jessica Dupnack on The Edge.
Also tonight, another violent, unprovoked attack to tell you about. This one at an Ann Arbor bus stop. Police arrested 30-year-old Donald Dashner Shipman for punching a man he didn't even know about 20 times in the head. We're told the victim was also pinned to the ground and strangled. The violent encounter unfolded Monday evening in the area of Zina Pitcher Place and Ann Street. Alcohol is believed to be a contributing factor. The victim was taken to the hospital with non-life-threatening injuries. Dashner Shipner was actually giving a $750,000 bond.
Meanwhile, the bond for a man accused of shooting a Detroit police officer will remain unchanged. 45-year-old Barry Holly Washington was given a $100,000 cash bond when he was charged with assault with intent to murder on Tuesday. The officer he is accused of shooting suffered a gunshot to the arm last Thursday when investigators say Washington fired at him from a second-floor window. The officer has since been released from the hospital. Also tonight, an alarming report regarding police officers in our state.
Attacks on Michigan law enforcement are at an all-time high right now. According to MSP, there were over 1,700 officer assaults across the state in 2022. That's nearly double the numbers from 2015. Oakland County Sheriff Mike Bouchard placing blame on anti-police rhetoric. He says it's frustrating because it's getting harder to convince people to become police officers.
The constant berating and attacking of police officers, has really hurt the morale and difficulties in hiring them. And then on top of it, it's become increasingly dangerous.
Bouchard says his officers are heavily trained in de-escalation and have to use it more frequently, even now, on routine traffic stops. Well, plenty of fiery public comment at tonight's Ann Arbor School Board meeting.
The district is considering a resolution that calls for a ceasefire in Gaza.
And please
Free Palestine and pass the resolution.
So
it is about time.
Okay.
From the river to the sea, Palestine will be free.
Lived on this land at different times.
About 120 people signed up to speak tonight. If the resolution is passed, Ann Arbor schools would be among the first school districts to call for a ceasefire in the Israel-Hamas war. Some parents in the district are outraged by the proposal, and a petition opposing it has nearly 2,000 signatures. The school board is still in that meeting. We'll let you know when we have an update.
Well, some of your favorite sports teams may soon have a new TV home.
Yes, a deal is in the works to bring the Red Wings, Pistons, and Tigers to Amazon Prime. But do the fans think this is a slam dunk? Fox 2's Lauren Edwards takes a look.
It's nice to see all this good our Detroit teams playing on Amazon. I think it's really good what they're doing, and I'm pretty excited for it.
That'd be cool.
Why is it so cool?
Because it's just like our teams on Amazon. Amazon's such a big thing. It'd be cool to have our teams on there.
Some of Detroit's youngest sports fans are excited about seeing their favorite teams on Amazon Prime soon.
I think it's really good to just have it at the comfort of your house. You don't have to go out or anything or buy tickets. You can just be like, you know what? I'm gonna kick back, relax, have a soda, watch TV, watch my favorite Detroit team.
Diamond Sports announced Wednesday morning a new partnership deal with Amazon that'll stream the teams typically televised on Bally Sports, the Tigers, Red Wings, and Pistons on Amazon Prime. Some lifelong fans say they can't wait to see it.
Amazon's cheap already.
It's like $12 and you get all 3 on one. It would be a no-brainer to do that.
A source tells Fox 2 that the games will still air on cable. Prime is just another option to watch those games.
Well, if they do anything similar to what they do with football, it might be a good thing because they offer some interesting statistics, but at the same time, it's going to be tough for people who have to pay for it.
Diamond Sports has been in bankruptcy proceedings due to a debt of over $8 billion. This deal could potentially get them out of bankruptcy. Even though money is one of the reasons for this new deal, it's also one of the reasons one fan says he's against it.
All they're doing is asking for more money. That's all it is. I mean, we already have the NFL on, you know, Peacock and everything. No one likes that, so who's going to like Amazon?
We're working to learn more details about the deal, but please remember, this only impacts the Tigers, the Red Wings, and the Pistons. I'm Lauren Edwards on The Edge.
Well, right now, the buzz around town is the Detroit Lions, but in just a few short months, it's going to be the NFL draft.
This is so exciting. Today, the NFL commissioner, Roger Goodell, came to Detroit to talk about the upcoming event and the impact it'll have on the Motor City.
Do it your way. We want you to do it Detroit style, right? We want you to show what Detroit fans and the passion and the community and the downtown, if that's where the location is, and let people understand what Detroit's all about. And you won't get a bigger platform. Our draft here will probably reach 60 or 70 million people over the 3 days.
That's good news for the city. Goodell was interviewed at Ford Field by legendary sportscaster Mike Tirico, who has lived in Ann Arbor since 1999. The NFL draft will be held in Detroit April 25th through the 27th.